श्रवस्तमम् ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणस्पत आनः शृण्वन्नोतिभिः सीदसादनम् प्रणो देवी सरस्वती वाजेभिर्वाजिनीवती धीनामभित्र्यवतो गणेशाय नमः सरस्वत्यै नमः श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ओम् वेदमनुचाचार्यो देवासिनमनुशास्ति सत्यं वद धर्मं चर स्वाध्यायान् मा प्रमदः आचार्याय प्रियं धनमाहृत्य प्रजातन्तुं मा व्यवच्छेत्से सत्यान्न प्रमदितव्यम् धर्मान्न प्रमदितव्यम् कुशलान्न प्रमदितव्यम् भूत्यै न प्रमदितव्यम् स्वाध्याय प्रवचनाभ्यां न प्रमदितव्यम् देवपितृकार्याभ्यां न प्रमदितव्यम् मातृदेवो भव पितृदेवो भव आचार्यदेवो भव अतिथिदेवो भव यान्यनवद्यानि कर्माणि तानि सेवितव्यानि नो इतराणि यान्यस्माकं सुचरितानि तानि त्वयोपास्यानि नो इतराणि एके चास्मच्छ्रेयागुंसो ब्राह्मणाः तेषां त्वयासनेन प्रश्वसितव्यम् श्रद्धया देयम् अश्रद्धया देयम् श्रिया देयम् ह्रिया देयम् भिया देयम् संविदा देयम् अथ यदि ते कर्म विचिकित्सा वा वृत्त विचिकित्सा वा स्यात् एतत्र ब्राह्मणाः सम्मर्षिणः युक्ता आयुक्ताः अलूक्षा धर्मकामाः स्युः यथा ते तत्र वर्तेरन् तथा तत्र वर्तेथाः अधाभ्याख्यातेषु एतत्र ब्राह्मणाः सम्मर्षिणः युक्ता आयुक्ताः अलूक्षा धर्मकामाः स्युः यथा ते तेषु वर्तेरन् तथा तेषु वर्तेताः एष आदेशः एष उपदेशः एषा वेदोपनिषद् एतदनुशासनम् एवमुपासितव्यम् एवमुचैतदुपास्यम् शन्नो मित्रः शं वरुणः शन्नो भवत्वर्यमा शन्न इन्द्रो बृहस्पतिः शन्नो विष्णुरुक्रमः नमो ब्रह्मणे नमस्ते वायो त्वमेव प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्मासि त्वामेव प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्मावादिशम् ऋतमवादिशम् सत्यमवादिशम् तन्मावेद तद्वक्तारमावेद आवेद माम् आवेद वक्तारम् ओ ब्रह्मात्मन्वद सृजत तदकामयत समात्मना पद्येति आत्मन्नात्मन्नित्यामन्त्रयत तस्मै दशमगुं भूतः प्रत्यशृणोत् स दशहूतो भवत् दशहूतो ह वै नामैषः तं वा एतं दशहूतगुं सन्तम् दशहोतेत्याचक्षते परोक्षेण परोक्षप्रिया इव हि देवाः आत्मन्नात्मन्नित्यामन्त्रयत तस्मै सप्तमगुं भूतः प्रत्यशृणोत् स सप्तहूतो भवत् सप्तहूतो ह वै नामैषः तं वा एतं सप्तहूतगुं सन्तम् सप्तहोतेत्याचक्षते परोक्षेण परोक्षप्रिया इव हि देवाः आत्मन्नात्मन्नित्यामन्त्रयत तस्मै षष्ठगुं भूतः प्रत्यशृणोत् स षड्ढूतो भवत् षड्ढूतो ह वै नामैषः तं वा एतं षड्ढूतगुं सन्तम् षड्ढूतेत्याचक्षते परोक्षेण परोक्षप्रिया इव हि देवाः आत्मन्नात्मन्नित्यामन्त्रयत तस्मै पञ्चमगुं भूतः प्रत्यशृणोत् स पञ्चहूतो भवत् पञ्चहूतो ह वै नामैषः तं वा एतं पञ्चहूतगुं सन्तम् पञ्चहोतेत्याचक्षते परोक्षेण परोक्षप्रिया इव हि देवाः आत्मन्नात्मन्नित्यामन्त्रयत तस्मै चतुर्थगुं भूतः प्रत्यशृणोत् स चतुर्भूतो भवत् चतुर्भूतो ह वै नामैषः तं वा एतं चतुर्भूतगुं सन्तम् चतुर्भूतेत्याचक्षते परोक्षेण परोक्षप्रिया इव हि देवाः तमब्रवीद् त्वं वै मे नेदिष्टगुं भूतः प्रत्यश्रौषि त्वयैनानाख्यातारगिति तस्मान्नुहैनागुं चतुर्होतारमित्याचक्षते तस्माच्छुश्रूषुः पुत्राणागुं हृद्यतमः नेदिष्टो हृद्यतमः नेदिष्टो ब्रह्मणो भवति य एवं वेद आत्मने नमः स्वस्ति प्रजाभ्यः परिपालयन्ताम् न्यायेन मार्गेण महीमहीषाः गोब्राह्मणेभ्यः शुभमस्तु नित्यम् समस्तलोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्तलोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्तलोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः
सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणी विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा वाग्देव्यै च विद्महे विरिञ्चि पत्न्यै च धीमहि तन्नो वाणीः प्रचोदयात् गणेशाय नमः सरस्वत्यै नमः श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ॐ प्रणो नः प्रणो देवी देवी नः प्रणो देवी नो देवी देवी नो नो देवी सरस्वती सरस्वती देवी नो नो देवी सरस्वती देवी सरस्वती सरस्वती देवी देवी सरस्वती वाजेभिर्वाजेभिः सरस्वती देवी देवी सरस्वती वाजेभिः सरस्वती वाजेभिर्वाजेभिः सरस्वती सरस्वती वाजेभिर्वाजिनीवती वाजिनीवती वाजेभिः सरस्वती सरस्वती वाजेभिर्वाजिनीवती वाजेभिर्वाजिनीवती वाजिनीवती वाजेभिर्वाजेभिर्वाजिनीवती वाजिनीवतीति वाजिनीवती धीनामभित्रियभित्री धीनां धीनामभित्रियवत्ववत्वभित्री धीनां धीनामभित्रियवतो अभित्रियवत्ववत्वभित्रियभित्रियवतो अभत्वित्यवतो सहस्रपरमा देवी शतमूला शताङ्कुरा सर्वगुं हरतु मे पापं दूर्वा दुःस्वप्ननाशनी काण्डात् काण्डात् प्ररोहन्ति परुषः परुषः परि एवानो दूर्वे प्रतनु सहस्रेण शतेन च या शतेन प्रतनोषि सहस्रेण विरोहसि तस्यास्ते देवीष्टके विधेम हविषा वयम् अश्वक्रान्ते रथक्रान्ते विष्णुक्रान्ते वसुन्धरा शिरसा धारयिष्यामि रक्षस्व मां पदे पदे सर्वमङ्गलमाङ्गल्ये शिवे सर्वार्थसाधिके
Om Shri Sai Ram. Offering loving pranams at the divine lotus feet of our beloved Bhagavan Shri Sathya Sai Baba, whom we fondly call Swami. Respected elders, dear sisters and brothers. Saraswati Namastubhyam Varade Kamarupini Vidyarambham Karishyami Siddhir Bhavatume Sada. Thus began today's invocatory Vedam chanting. The holy festival of Navaratri is divided into 3 parts of 3 days each. The first 3 days is dedicated to the worship of Durga. The next 3 days to the worship of Lakshmi. And the last 3 days is dedicated to the worship of Goddess Saraswati. Today, being the 7th day of the Navaratri, marks the commencement of the worship of Goddess Saraswati. I welcome all of you to the 4th day of the Prasanthi Vidwan Mahasabha, and I take pleasure in introducing the speaker for the day, Dr. T. Ravi Kumar, Associate Professor, Department of Chemistry, Brindavan Campus, Sri Sathya Sai Institute of Higher Learning, who is also blessed with the chance to occupy the position of the Warden of the Sri Sathya Sai Hostel in Brindavan. Dr. Ravi Kumar's association with the Institute is perhaps older than the age of the university itself. He joined the erstwhile Sri Sathya Sai College way back in 1974. However, his association with Swami dates back even earlier, when he was a child, when Swami miraculously intervened in the life of his father and his family. Ever since, every aspect of Dr. Ravi Kumar's life, be it his student life or his academic research work, which culminated in a gold medal winning PhD work, or his teaching career, or his personal spiritual growth, all aspects of his life was personally molded and guided by his personal mentor, Swami. Dr. Ravi Kumar was also coached by Swami himself in public speaking. The fact that he has spoken in every Dasara celebration right from 1986 way up to 2010, the fact that he has been chosen to speak on every summer course right from 1977 onwards is testimony to the fact that Dr. Ravi Kumar is one of Swami's chosen orators. Today we have the privilege of listening to Dr. Ravi Kumar. I now request Dr. Ravi Kumar to please address all of us. Dr. Ravi Kumar.
I offer my humble and prayerful pranams at Bhagwan's lotus feet. Most beloved and dearest Bhagwan, respected elders and brothers and sisters. In the last occasion, in the last Dasara when I spoke, I started with the first part of the Lalita Sahasra Nama and went as far as Sri Mata, Sri Maharagni and Srimad Simhasaneshwari. This time, realizing the futility of trying to narrate all that is in the Lalita Sahasra Nama, I thought I will start at the back. The ending is Sri Siva Shaktyakya Roopin Lalitambika. To describe the beauty, the grandeur, the sweetness, and the simplicity of our Sai Ma, we have to borrow words from this conversation between Hayagriva and sage Agastya, which is given in the Brahmanda Purana, the Lalita Sahasra Nama. If we had any doubt whether this was about this avatar, Siva Shaktyakya Roopin, that should dispel all our doubts. Lalitambika itself means the easily accessible mother. And I can tell you that nobody is more accessible than Swami. Swami is the most accessible at all times, at all places, the most accommodating, the most loving. An image which comes in front of my eyes is this. There was a practice in the earlier days, in the 90s and extending into the 2000 years, when Sevadal volunteers would come from different parts of the country. At the end of their service, they would be given a chance to take Pada Namaskar. And this beautiful image is locked in my eyes when I remember that there were just lines of Sevadal ladies sitting there, and Swami was giving them Namaskar. And as Swami approached the end, there was one mother who's sitting there along with her infant child. And as Swami came to her, she suddenly realized that there was nobody next to her whom she could pass the baby to, because the lady next to her left was taking Namaskar. So she did the most beautiful thing. She gave the child to Swami while she took Namaskar. I think that shows how accessible Swami is, how beautiful it is. I have always found that when you need Swami, Swami is there. This is the quality of a mother. The mother is always available for you. There are a number of instances which come to my mind, so I will not try to categorize it or things like that. I will speak as it comes. I had finished my graduation in Brindavan, and the results were out. And the Bangalore University said that you would have to apply for the master's course within a week. And this deadline was fast approaching, and there were possibilities for me to take physics, chemistry, mathematics, English, Sanskrit, statistics, journalism. I thought the most wise thing would be to ask Swami what to take. But a summer course was happening at that time in Brindavan. There were about 1,000 students on the campus. And as I stood there at the foot of the stairs leading to Swami's room, I shed a tear or two, thinking, Swami, in this ocean of students, how is it possible for me to articulate my desire to you, and how will it be possible for me to get your command on what I should do next? Has not Swami said, shed one tear and I shall wipe 100 from your eyes? And so even as I shed this tear silently, somebody patted me on my back. It was Mr. Raja Reddy. He said, will you please help me carry these baskets upstairs? There were 2 baskets of apples. He carried one, I carried the other. And we walked up. As we walked, he went into Swami's dining hall. And there was Swami sitting there, along with Dr. Bhagwantam. So we kept the basket and slowly inched backwards because the invitation was only to keep the baskets there. Couldn't overstay the invitation. As I inched backwards, when I came to the last step, Swami turned in the swivel chair and looked at me and said, "Hey, Ravi, Katra, come here. Em chestunavu? What are you doing?" And before I could say anything, because I was overwhelmed having Swami's darshan at such close quarters, Swami started describing my entire life from the moment I came to him, and ended by saying he has now finished his graduation and he has to do his post-graduation. Next, em chestavu? The question which I wanted to ask Swami, what should I do next? Swami himself asked me, next em chestavu? I said, Swami, I want you to decide. Nene decide chestan, nu decide cheyoddu. He said, I will decide, you don't decide. And so it happened that Swami asked me the next day, so what are you going to do next? Same, Swami, whatever you tell. Swami said, in which subject did you get the least marks? I said, Swami, chemistry. And then Swami said, okay, take chemistry. And that is how I landed in chemistry. So the mother is easily accessible. But I must tell you how I came to Swami first. Brother Rajiv Rajan, when he introduced me, he told you how I had come to Swami. Due to a illness in the family, my father was on the brink of life, and the doctors had declared that they couldn't do anything. He had had 25 operations, and the doctors said that they couldn't do anything more. The surgeon, who was so sure of himself at the beginning, finally called my sister, who was a doctor, and said, see, I can't do anything, so take him home. He may live for a few days. At that time, Swami entered our life. With a simple, your cancer is cancelled, he wiped away the disease and extended my father's life by 39 years. There were many occasions when I had opportunity to mention this in Swami's presence. And one of those days, I was saying, Swami, this is how I came to Swami in 1968. And Swami looked at me and said, no, 1963, he said. So I did not say anything, because as they say, you don't inform the all-knowing. So very wisely, I just sat down and looked at Swami, and Swami said, Nik telsa, do you know, you came to me in 1963? And I shook my head. Then Swami said, you remember the day your mother passed away? It was in 1963. It was very vivid in my mind, as my mother's body was kept there. And in the evening, I was wondering why everyone was so somber and solemn, and there was no laughter. Nobody was speaking to me. I was so taken aback by this, totally unable to understand, comprehend what was happening. I was all of 4 years and a few months. At that time, my cousin, who was, I think, 1 month senior to me, who had seen the world for 1 more month, he came to me and kind of shared some news. He said, you know something, they are going to take your mother in a procession. And for me, processions were always temple processions. So I was very happy. I said, oh, really? And he said, yeah, but there's one thing I must tell you. They will not bring her back. And you can imagine, for a 4-year-old child, what it would mean. And so I started making a lot of noise. To pacify me, they took me across the street to my aunt's house. And there, for the first time, I saw Swami's photo. And I asked that aunt, Yaar in the mami? who is this auntie? And she told me, idu mami illappa, idu swami. And she said, you pray to him, he will take care of you. And Swami mentioned this and said, you remember that? From that day, I am taking care of you. From that day, Swami had been taking care. And when I look at the tapestry of my life, I can see the entry of gold threads from that moment onwards. And my life has been one full of sweetness, happiness, joy, bliss. Any number of instances come to my mind when I think of all that Swami has meant to me. There were so many occasions when Swami would ask me before speaking in the Dasara, what will you speak? And sometimes he would tell me, Idi cheppu, tell this. And I would invariably find that in the thousands gathered there would be somebody who would need that message, and that person would come and tell me that, you said something which meant so much to me. And I would always tell him, I didn't tell. Swami asked me to tell. So, any number of such instances. But the first time I experienced the sweetness of this mother, I must narrate. I was studying in the high school in Bangalore. This Bangalore school was very reputed. It had been there for 100 years. And so I was put in this school. And when I entered the school, I found a very strange thing. And that was, in this class, there were a number of students who were my age. And there were also a number of seniors in that class. There were some people who had, so to speak, done research in the same class. 8th standard they had done for 3 years, 4 years. And you know how it is with all of us. We always listen to advice from them. And so one of them called me and said, you know something? If you want to learn anything, don't waste your time in the class. What an advice. Across the road, there are 3 cinema theaters. That is where real education happens. So you just go there, you see an English film, you learn English. See a Hindi film, you learn Hindi. See a Kannada film, you learn Kannada, whatever. So I took this very much to heart. And so if there were 7 days in a week, and 6 working days, I would see 7 films. On Saturday, in the morning show, and the afternoon show, the matinee show. It was the days when you had to go to a cinema theater to see. Nowadays, of course, the film comes to your mobile. In those days, you had to go and see the film in the cinema theater. I was continuing like this in life. At home, of course, I was a different personality altogether. White dress, vibhuti, bal vikas. And so everything was going on smoothly, I thought, till one day when we went to Brindavan. It was a Sunday. As we sat there for darshan, Swami came out, and Swami looked at my father and said, go inside. So he had called us for interview. As I got up, mixed feelings. Because somebody had told me, it's fantastic to have Swami's darshan, Swami's interview, because in the interview he will tell you everything. Now, who wants to learn everything from Swami? Particularly in your father's presence. So I was a little kind of mixed feelings, because when you get up, everyone looks at you, how lucky you are. So mixed feelings. We went and stood outside the interview room for interview. I was the first in the line. I must have been about 12 years. And as soon as Swami came, the first thing he did was, he patted me on my cheek and said, good boy. You should have seen the glow on my face. I said, wow, Swami has called me a good boy. And calling you good boy is one thing. Calling you good boy in front of others is another thing. Right? Everybody looks up to you and said, Swami has called him good boy. And also, there was this feeling, Till now, I had a doubt. Maybe Swami knows. Now, no doubt at all. Even Swami does not know. That's what I thought. At that moment, Swami just looked at my father and said, "Where are the other members of your Samiti?" "Swami, they are sitting outside." "Okay, go and call them." So my father was dispatched on this errand, and Swami called me close to him. He said, "Good boy." I tried to look as good as I could. Then he asked, "Good boy?" From a full stop, it became a question mark. You know, in Bal Vikas, they teach you silent sitting and all that. It comes in handy. So I kept quiet. In my mind, I was thinking, okay, Swami, you have said I'm a good boy. No, you can't go back on this. And Swami said, "Where were you yesterday?" I said, "Swami, yesterday was a Saturday." Totally unnecessary information. "Yesterday was a Saturday." "Yes, I know." "Where were you yesterday?" I said, "Swami, I would have been in the class." And Swami said, "Yeah, you should have been in the class, but where were you?" Getting tougher, stiffer question paper. Then I said, I kept quiet, and Swami said, "Shall I tell you? You were sitting in Ajanta Theatre." He described the names of the boys next to me. "Last but one row, you are watching Katti Patang, Rajesh Khanna, Asha Parekh. You want any more information?" Why would I need any more information? Particularly, father is coming. It's a very dangerous situation to ask for information. The moment my father came, Swami just patted me on my cheeks and said, "Good boy." Believe me, to this day, I don't know what happened after that. After that, I don't know what happened in that interview. All that kept going through my mind and heart was this: is there somebody in this world who knows everything about you but can still love you so much as to save your honor? It can only be God. That's why the Lalita Sahasra Nama says, "Sarvagnya Sandra Karuna," compassionate to the core. Sarvagnya, she knows everything about you, but she still loves you. So, that day I decided, "Swami, you are my God." I don't know about the other avatars. I have not seen Rama, I have not seen Krishna. But I know one thing, and that is, you are God. And the nature of God is sweetness. Swabhava Madhura. That is what the Lalita Sahasra Nama says, Swabhava. By very nature, God is sweet. Let me quickly go to the end of my degree. I had finished my studies, and summer course was on. The summer course got over, and Swami told me to do my MSc. I didn't get a seat in Bangalore University. There were only 40 seats, and there were quite a few colleges, 60 or 70 colleges. So we came to Prasanthi Nilayam. There were 30 of us. This was in the year 1979, and it was the year in which the Prasanthi Nilayam campus began. It was in the same old hostel that the new students were coming. So one day, Swami sent word to the warden saying, "Tell all the old students to vacate, to go." So the warden very promptly came and told us, "Look, Swami's instruction, all of you must leave the hostel, new students are coming." This was fine. The second part was, "Swami has told me to tell you that you must go home." Having found a home at Swami's feet, there is no home other than this. So we all came back. I just asked the warden. He was my senior. So I asked, "Brother, is it okay if I leave my luggage outside? Is it equal to leaving the hostel?" He said, "Yes. I can tell Swami this fellow has left." So I kept my luggage outside, came and sat in the portico. During those days, the accessibility was so much. You could write a letter after the interviews when Swami would be sitting in the interview room. You could go to the interview room, open the door, and give the letter. So I wrote a long letter, pleading with Swami, begging for a chance to be at his lotus feet. Nothing happened with the first letter. Half an hour later, one more section C, long answer letter went in, and Swami came out. And Swami was red with anger. Sarvaruna, that's what the Lalita Sahasra Nama says, red. Swami said, "Ink pani leda? You don't have anything to do?" Swami said, "I have told the warden that all of you must leave, so you must vacate." Then, "Em chestav?" Next, he asked. So I said, "Swami, I didn't get a seat in Bangalore University. Swami had asked me to apply in what was then the PG center in Anantapur. Swami, I have applied in PG center. Your seat is taru," he asked. "Who will give you seat?" I was not worried. I didn't worry about that seat. More important for me was a seat in his Sannidhi. So as I sat there, knelt at Swami's feet with tears, Swami looked at the other boy who was with me and asked him, "Meeku ever seat istaru? Who will give you fellow seats, both of you?" And that person said, "Swami, వీలైతే ఒక సీట్ ఇప్పించండి స్వామి. Swami, if it is possible, get us a seat." Then Swami said, "Is there anything impossible for me?" Akita Brahma Janani. From the smallest ant to the Brahma, they are all her children. So what is impossible for the mother? Akita Brahma Janani. Is there anything impossible for me? But I give only those who have faith. So both of us fell at Swami's feet, washed Swami's feet with tears. And Swami said, "Get up, get up. Everybody is watching." We are in no mood to get up, but the bhajans began. Bhajans used to be at 11 o'clock, and so Swami quickly went inside the bhajan hall. We came and sat. From the place where I was sitting, I could see Swami sitting on the throne. It was a throne like this inside the bhajan hall. And I was filled with tears. I said, "Where can I go? Where is the place for me? Where is the haven? I had come to your lotus feet, Swami, seeking refuge. I have nowhere to go." As if to make this moment more poignant, somebody sang this song. "He Paramadayalu Sai Ram." He Paramadayalu, O supremely compassionate one. And my eyes were filled with tears. I said, "Swami, you are not ordinary compassionate one. You are the supreme compassionate one. If you drive us away from your feet, where do we go? You can't do this to us." And Swami was sitting on the throne. He just took a handkerchief and wiped the tears, indicating to me, "Don't cry." Immediately after bhajan, Swami went inside the mandir. And all the devotees had darshan in the bhajan hall, went out. In those days, there were no gates here. There were 2 Sevadal members far away here and far away there. And about 20 of our students waiting for Swami. Swami would, in those days, would have his dinner, would have his lunch downstairs. And before going up, sometimes would open the door. So we are waiting. After lunch, Swami opened the door, looked at us and said, "Pondi, Pondi, cheppinan kada? I've told you to go." One of the boys said, "Swami, prasadam, Swami." Prasadam, he said, went inside, brought a basket of prasadam, vibhuti, and started giving everybody. And telling, "All of you go home, be good boys, keep coming often, keep getting recharged here," and so on and so forth. I was standing in the corner with my hands folded, tears streaming down my eyes. And Swami came to me and looked at and said, "Chaipattu, show your hand." I said, no, Swami, I'm not going anywhere. Chai pattu, he said. First, open your hands. I said, no, Swami, I'm not going anywhere. All this with tears. And Swami said, if Swami tells you, you must listen. Come on, open your palm. No, Swami, I'm not going anywhere. Swami said, will you listen to me or not? First, listen to me, then I will listen to you. So I opened my hands. He put vibhuti in my hand, packets in my hand, and said, now I have given you prasadam, you have to go. I held the basket and put back the vibhuti, said, I'm not going, Swami. For a moment, Swami went inside the interview room and slammed the door. You know how thick the door is. Slammed the door. Pin drop silence. Everybody came to me and sympathized with me. They said, why did you do this? You should have been smart. You should have at least taken prasadam and namaskar. I didn't talk to anyone because I thought there is no plan B for me. I'm not planning to do anything else. So I just waited there. 10 minutes later, the door opened. And in a most beautiful voice, Swami said, Nuvu ikkade undu. You stay here. And that is how I got a seat at Swami's Sannidhi. The latest act of Swami's compassion for me is the fact that he has made me stand here and speak, a place where great Pandits, scholars, and those very well versed in Vedas and Shastras come and speak. He has chosen to listen to my lispings, to listen to this very simple narration of his love. How can I describe to you the sweetness of this mother? I will end with one saying which Swami has said, Chikkina saayini vakka cheyaka chakka cheskondi. Poyina dorukadu pratisuni ee pada sevayanti. Bhaktini ichi, shaktini ichi, mukti cherchunandi. This is what Swami had said. That is, the chance that you have got to be near Sai, don't waste this opportunity. Catch hold of his feet, because he'll give you bhakti, he'll give you shakti, and he'll give you mukti. When I said this once in front of Swami, Swami said, add one more line. Karmanu teerchukondi, randi karmanu teerchukondi. Come and get your karma finished. With this, I will end because my time is at an end. But to describe the endless love of the eternal mother, time is not sufficient. She herself is timeless. But all that I have had the chance to do is to give you a drop of that nectar that I have enjoyed, so that you may also enjoy that nectar. Thank you, Sai Ram.
Thank you, Dr. Ravi Kumar. On the first day of the Prasanthi Vidwan Mahasabha, the speaker shared with us how to find God, where to find God, by using the headlamps of faith and devotion, the likes of which Gopikas exhibited towards their beloved Lord Krishna. And you will remember that on the second day proceedings, the speaker for the day left no stone unturned to help us impress on ourselves that there is only one purpose in life, and that is to realize the divinity in one's own self. And we have to sacrifice, willing to sacrifice all attachments to all our material pursuits, and instead attach ourselves only to God. The undercurrent of these two talks was that we have to connect to the Lord. Yesterday's scholarly speaker, while very colorfully narrating the episode of the Vamana avatar, could not help but repeatedly highlight that all the avatars, right from the inception of time, whether born to the noble Aditi, or Kausalya, or Devaki, or our own mother Ishwaramba, in the form of Bhagavan Sri Sathya Sai Baba, all are the same. The bottom line is, we have to connect to our beloved Swami. Dr. Ravi Kumar mentioned about the letters that he wrote to Swami. I'm reminded about what Swami told us about the act of writing letters to God. The soft darshan music would fill the hall, darshan hall, and Swami would gently glide down the meandering river across amidst his devotees, and very frequently he would stop by one devotee or two devotees or many devotees and pick up the letter that they have written with heartfelt love. And Swami said, the act of writing a letter is a double blessing. He explains, when you write a letter to me, you are thinking of me. And when you are thinking of me, I, at the same time, am thinking of you. That is a blessing. When we happen to get a chance to give the letter to Swami personally, at that time too, there is a connect between Swami and us. And then Swami said, later, when I go back and open your letter and read it, at that time, I'm again thinking of you. That is a double blessing. We have to constantly think of Swami. And today, Swami has used his instrument, Dr. Ravi Kumar, in helping us to think about that beautiful form of our beloved Swami. I'm sure that all of you will agree with me when I state that as Dr. Ravi Kumar was narrating experience after sublime experience that he had with Swami in his life, and we listened with childlike wonder, we smiled and laughed, perhaps cried, and clapped spontaneously with joy in our hearts, always remembering our Swami. And when we are in this state of connect with our beloved Lord, let us listen to our Swami himself, after which we shall immerse ourselves in the soulful musical offering of our sisters from the Anantapur campus of our institute. Jai Sai Ram.
ప్రేమ స్వరూపులారా,
embodiments of love.
పాండవులు ఎందు కూడాను
Among Pandavas,
సత్య స్వరూపులైనటువంటి ధర్మజుడు
Dharmaja, the personification of truth,
ఎలాంటి పరిస్థితులు ఎందైనా కూడాను సత్యాన్ని తప్పిపోయినటువంటి వాడు కాదు.
under any circumstances he never transgressed the truth.
5 మంది పతులు పవిత్రమైనటువంటి హృదయాలతో కూడి సభలో కూర్చొని ఉండగా తన యొక్క సతిని దుర్యోధనుడు అనేక రకముగా పరాభవించేశాడు.
With all the 5 husbands are seated over there in the open court, the wife was humiliated.
అప్పుడు ధర్మరాజు చెప్పాడు,
Dharmaja said,
మనం ఓడిపోయినాం,
we have lost.
మనం వారికి బానిసలమైనాం.
Now we have
ఇప్పుడు
surrendered
మనం
to
ఈ
them.
క్రోధమును కానీ తాపమును కానీ లేక విచారమును కానీ దేశమును కానీ సాధించటము రాజుల యొక్క లక్ష్యం కాదు.
It is not the quality of a king to go after avarice or envy or hatred at the time.
కనుక సోదరులారా, శాంతిని వహించండి.
He pacified his brothers.
అప్పుడు ద్రౌపది చెప్పింది,
Then Draupadi started telling,
పతి, నీ
husband,
యొక్క సత్యమే నన్ను ఈ విధమైనటువంటి శాంతాన్ని ప్రబోధించింది.
it is your truth that is responsible for
ఈ
maintenance
సమయంలో
of
ఈ
peace.
శాంతమే నాకు లేకుండా నేను ఏ గతి పట్టి ఉండేదాన్ని.
Had I not been peaceful, my situation is unimaginable.
కనుక మీ సత్యమే సర్వులను కాపాడుతూ ఉండాలి.
Your truth will be protecting every one of us.
ఈ కౌరవులు దుర్మార్గులే.
Kauravas are wicked.
దుష్టులే.
They are bad people.
కానీ తెలిసి కూడాను మనము వారితో జూదమాడటము మన తప్పే.
It's our mistake to get into this gambling knowing fully well they are rogues.
కనుక మనము రాజులు చేయరాని పని చేస్తాం కనుకనే అనుభవించలేనటువంటి బాధలు అనుభవిస్తున్నాం.
As we have done that what we are not supposed to, we are
ఈ
suffering
విధంగా
now.
ఆనాటి సతులు కూడాను పతులకు ఎంతనో బోధించేటువంటి వారు.
That was the teaching of a wife in the olden times to husband.
ఇలాంటి సత్యపతులు ఉండటం చేతనే పవిత్రమైన భారతదేశము అనాది కాలం నుండి కూడాను సత్యస్వరూపమైనటువంటి యొక్క దీవితిని ప్రకాశిస్తూ వచ్చింది.
Because of such householders of those days, the entire country shined with truth.
తన యొక్క కుమారులను చంపినటువంటి యొక్క అశ్వత్థామ వచ్చాడు.
Ashwatthama who killed sons,
అతన్ని చేతులు పట్టుకొని ప్రార్థిస్తూ ఉండాలి ద్రౌపది.
Draupadi catching hold of the hands of Ashwatthama, she was
Swami.
praying, Swami,
ఉద్రేకమున రారు,
they have not come here out of anger.
శస్త్రధరులై యుద్ధావని లేరు,
They are not here in the battlefield with the weapons.
కించిత్ ద్రోహమును నీకు చేయరు.
They have not harmed you.
బలోచ్చేకముతో చీకటిని భద్రాశక్తుల సంహరింప అకటా నీ చేతులు ఎట్టాడను అని ప్రార్థిస్తుండాలి.
She went on pleading with him, telling that they have not harmed you, they are fast asleep in the midnight, yet you have come prepared to kill them.
ఆ ప్రార్థనలు విన్నటువంటి భీమునికి కండలు ఉడికినాయి.
In fact, Bhima was full of fury and anger.
ఇలాంటి దుర్మార్గుని ప్రార్థించటమా?
Is it necessary to pray to such a wicked
కుమారులు
man?
నిద్రించేటువంటి కుమారులు గొంతులు కోసినటువంటి దుర్మార్గుని మనం క్షమించటమా?
Are you going to forgive the person who has beheaded your son?
క్షమించకూడదు.
You should now pardon him.
వీన్ని ఏమాత్రమైన కూడా నువ్వు క్షమించక వీన్ని సంహరించి పంపించాలనింది.
You should not pardon him, you should kill him right now, says Bhima.
అప్పుడు ద్రౌపది కూడా ఎంత బోధ చేసింది.
What a teaching that Draupadi gave at
పతి
that moment.
విశ్వస్తుత్యుడు, మహావీరుడు, ఘోరాసచే అశ్వత్థామ శిరోజమును తరిగి చూడాంతర్మహారత్నమును శశ్వత్కీర్తి వెరింగపుచ్చుకొని పాశౌరాత బంధములను విశ్వాసమును నూర్చిద్రొబ్బు శిబిరోర్ విభాగమును బాసిపోను. మీ మాటను మీరు దక్కించుకోవాలనుకుంటే అతన్ని చంపనక్కర్లేదు.
In fact, if you want to revenge, you don't need to kill him.
ఇంతియే కాక అర్జున, నీ యొక్క పేరు సార్థకమైనటువంటిది.
Arjuna, you have got the deserving.
పవిత్రమైనటువంటి యొక్క పేరు
You have a sacred name.
అర్జున అనగా ఏమిటి? నిర్మలమైన, నిశ్చలమైన, నిస్వార్థమైనటువంటి యొక్క గుణం కలిగినటువంటి వాడు.
Arjuna meant pure, unpolluted, unsullied.
అలాంటి అర్జునుడు
Such Arjuna,
అనేక విధములుగా తనను శిక్షించడానికి సిద్ధంగా ఉండినప్పుడు
though ready to punish in every possible way,
అప్పుడు ద్రౌపది బోధిస్తూ ఉంటుండాలి.
then Draupadi started teaching,
నాథ, ఇటువంటి బ్రాహ్మణుని, ఇటువంటి గురుపుత్రుణ్ణి మీరు సంహరించటము మహాపాపము.
It's worst of the sins if you kill the son of your guru, the preceptor, Abraham.
ఇది నీవు చేయవలసినటువంటి పని.
Is the thing that you are supposed
నా
to do?
పుత్రులను నేను పోగొట్టుకున్నాను,
I lost my children.
నాకింక తప్పినది కాదు ఈ దుఃఖము.
I could not escape from misery.
కానీ ఆ అశ్వత్థామ యొక్క తల్లి ఎంత దుఃఖిస్తుందో ఏమిటో.
So also the mother of Ashwatthama would suffer.
కనుకనే ఆమె దుఃఖములకు నేను గురి కాకూడదు.
I should not be responsible for her sadness to fall.
వెరచినవా అని,
The one who is afraid of.
నిద్రమునవే మరచినవా అని,
The one who is in deep sleep.
మెరచినవా అని, నిద్రమై మరచినవా అని, సౌఖ్యముగా మధ్యము త్రావినవా అని,
The one who is fully intoxicated,
భగ్నుడై పరచినవా అని,
who has forgotten himself.
సాధు చెడ భావం వారిని కావు మంచువా చరచినవా అని.
The one who has been shouting for refuge.
చంపుట ధర్మము కాదు పలుగునా.
You are not justified in killing such a person.
ఎలాంటి స్త్రీలు ఆనాడు భారతదేశం నందు గొప్ప కీర్తిని సాధించారు.
What type of exalted ladies lived in this country?
తన పుత్రుల గొంతులు కోసినటువంటి యొక్క దుర్మార్గుణ్ణి పాదములు పట్టుకొని ఎంతో ప్రార్థిస్తూ ఉంటుండాది.
In fact, Draupadi prayed, catching hold of the feet of the person who killed her.
పరగన్మా మగవారులందరూ మున్ బాణ ప్రయోగోప సంహరణాధ్యాయుధ విద్యల నేను ద్రోణాచార్యుచేన అభ్యసించిరి.
You have learnt all the expertise of archery from Dronacharya.
పుత్రాకృతి నున్న ద్రోణుడవు నీ చిత్తములో లేశములు కరుణాసంగము లేక శిష్యసుతులను ఖండింపగా పాడియా.
Being the son of our preceptor, is it possible or is it justifiable to kill the children of the disciple?
నా పతులందరి కూడాను నీ తండ్రికి శిష్యులు.
My husbands are the disciples of
నా
your father,
పుత్రులందరినీ కూడా మీకు శిష్యులు.
and they are also your students.
శిష్యులను ఖండించడం అనేటువంటిది గురువుకు చాలా మహాపాపం కదా.
And it is, a teacher would be committing sin if he kills a student. They are not your hands.
కనుక ఇది సరి అనేటువంటిది కాదని,
It's not proper.
సత్యమునకు ఎంతనో బలం నందించి ఆనాటి నుండి సత్యాన్ని కాపాడుతూ వచ్చినటువంటి వారు ఇలాంటి మహారాజులు.
All great emperors gave value and strength to this truth.
కనుక ఆనాటి నుండి సత్యాన్ని కాపాడుతూ రావటం చేతనే ఈనాడు ఇంత మాత్రమేనా సత్యం ఈనాడు భారతదేశం నందు రాణిస్తూ ఉంటుండాలి.
The truth is shining at least this far today because since ages the truth has been upheld and protected.
ఈనాడు ఈ విధమైనటువంటి సత్యం ప్రకాశిస్తూ ఉన్నదనగా ఆనాటి మహాపతివ్రతల యొక్క చల్లని హృదయములే దీనికి మూల కారణము.
It's only the nectarine hearts of women of chastity of olden days
అలాంటి
responsible for
పతివ్రతామతలు
truth today.
నేడుకుడును లోకంలో లేకపోలేదు.
In fact, there are women of that kind even today.
కనుక మనము మార్గంలో జీవించి అనేక విధమైనటువంటి కీర్తిని సాధించారు.
That was the teaching of every housewife in those days to husbands, and they proceeded on the path of truth.
కనుక ఈనాడు కూడాను మన భారతదేశం నందు స్త్రీ పురుషులు ఏకోన్ముఖులై సత్యమును సమీపించి నీతిని నిజాయితీని పెంచుకొని మన భారతదేశంలో ప్రాచీన సంస్కృతిని నిలబెట్టుటకై కంకణం కట్టాలి.
So also men and women today should follow the principles of morality and integrity and then maintain the heritage of this country.
కనుక సత్య స్వరూపాన్ని మనము ప్రబోధించడానికి లోపల సత్య మార్గమునే అనుసరించాలి.
Instead of teaching about truth, we have to practice truth.
అనగా సత్య మార్గం అంటే ఏమిటి?
What is the path of truth?
ఏదో చెప్పింది జరుపుకోవటం,
Not to say
ఆడిన మాట తప్పకుండా ఉండటము,
not to go back the word given.
ఆనంద నిమిత్తమై అన్నీను మనం మరచి
For the sake of happiness we forget all.
సత్యాన్ని కూడా విస్మరించి
We forget even truth.
సుఖాన్ని జీవించటము ఇది కాదు మన సత్యము.
Truth does not mean leading a happy life, forgetting everything.
ఎన్ని కష్టములైనా సరియే
Let anything come and the way.
దానిని తట్టుకొని నెట్టుకొని ముందుకు సాగడానికి తగినటువంటి యొక్క ధైర్యాన్ని మనం సాధించాలి.
You should have got all the courage and the strength to withstand
ధైర్య
and
సాహసం
resist
చేత
all problems.
సత్యాన్ని మనం నిలబెట్టుకోవాలి.
With all the courage and valor, you should protect truth.
నీతి నిజాయితీలతో మనం బ్రతకాలి.
We should lead our lives with all morality and integrity.
తినడానికి తిండి లేకపోయినా, కట్టడానికి బట్ట లేకపోయినా, ఉండడానికి కొంప లేకపోయినా, తాగడానికి మందు లేకపోయినా మనం జీవితాన్నైనా వదలాలి, కానీ సత్యం ధర్మాన్ని మనం వదలకూడదు.
We may not have food, raiment and shelter. We may not have any kind of health. We should be ready to sacrifice our life for the principle of truth.
కనుక ఆనాటి ప్రాచీన సంస్కృతిని ఈనాడు తిరిగి మనం పునరుద్ధరింపచేయాలి.
So we have got to rejuvenate, revive the ancient culture of this land.
కనుకనే యదా యదా హి ధర్మస్య జ్ఞానిర్భవతు భారత అభ్యుత్థానమ ధర్మస్య తదాత్మానం సుజామ్యహం. ఎప్పుడు కూడా ధర్మాన్ని మనం కాపాడుకోవటం కోసం మనం కంకణం కట్టాలి.
We should determine to follow the path of dharma all the way.
కృష్ణుడు బోధించినటువంటిది మొట్టమొదట అదియే.
That is the first teaching of Krishna.
ధర్మక్షేత్రే కురుక్షేత్రే సమవేత యుత్సవః మామకా పాండవశ్చైవ కిమ కురువత్ సంజయ. ధృతరాష్ట్రుడు అడుగుతున్నాడు, గుడ్డివాడు.
The blind king Dhritarashtra was asking,
ధర్మక్షేత్రమైన కురుక్షేత్రం లోపల నా కుమారుడైనటువంటి కౌరవులు పాండవులు చేరి ఏం చేస్తున్నారని అడుగుతున్నారు. యుద్ధానికి పోయినటువంటి వాడు అక్కడ విందులు ఆరగిస్తుంటూ కూర్చుంటారా? అంత మాత్రం బుద్ధి లేదా? అంత మాత్రం బుద్ధి లేదనేటువంటి వాడే ఇలాంటి ధృతరాష్ట్రుడు.
the blind king was questioning Sanjaya this way, the dharma kshetra, the battlefield which is Kurukshetra.
ధృతం రాష్ట్రం ఇది ధృతరాష్ట్ర అన్నాడు. తనది కానటువంటి రాజ్యాన్ని, తనది కానటువంటి ఒక వస్తువును తనదిగా భావించి పాలించుకోవటమే ధృతరాష్ట్రుని యొక్క గుడ్డితనం.
The blindness of the king Dhritarashtra lies in feeling that which does not belong to him as his own.
కనుకనే దాంట్లోపలనే సంజయుడు చక్కని ధర్మాన్ని ప్రబోధిస్తూ వచ్చాడు.
There Sanjaya taught the exact thing.
ధర్మక్షేత్రే కురుక్షేత్రే, మొట్టమొదట ధర్మక్షేత్రే ధర్మం అనే పదమును ఉపయోగించాడు.
The first word used is dharma.
ఈ ధర్మం అనేటువంటిది ఎందుకోసం వచ్చింది?
What for it has come?
కట్టకడపట
At the end,
బోధించినటువంటి బోధ ఏమిటి?
What was the teaching ultimately?
యత్ర యోగీశ్వర కృష్ణ యత్ర పార్థో ధనుర్ధరః తత్ర శ్రీ విజయ విభూతి ధ్రువానుతి మతిర్మమ అన్నాడు. కట్టకడపటి శ్లోకము మమ, కట్టకడపటి పదము మమ.
The last word of Gita is mama.
మొట్టమొదటి శ్లోకము ధర్మ.
The first stanza starts with dharma.
మొట్టమొదటి పదము ధర్మ.
The first word is dharma.
కనుకనే ఈ ధర్మమును కాపాడేటువంటిదే మానవుని యొక్క ప్రధాన ధర్మమని దాన్ని ప్రబోధించాడు.
The main path that man should follow is to protect dharma. Was the
ఆ
teaching.
ధర్మాన్ని మనం కాపాడినప్పుడే ధ్రువానీతి, బలమైనటువంటి నీతిని మనం సాధించిన వారం అవుతాం.
Then you will have that strong strength of morality.
మతిర్మమ, నా యొక్క మనసును దృఢమైనట్టుగా చేసుకుంటాను.
Then I will have a strong mind.
ఈ విధంగా ప్రాచీన కాలం నుండి వచ్చినటువంటి చరిత్రలు ఎంత పవిత్రమైనటువంటి బోధనలు చేస్తూ వచ్చారు.
The history reveals the sacred stories of people of the
ఈనాడు
past.
అట్టి పవిత్రమైన చరిత్రలను ఎవరు చదవటానికి కూడా ప్రయత్నించడం లేదు.
Today no one is prepared even to read the stories of the past.
ఏమిటి ఈనాటి పిల్లల చదువులు?
What is that you read today?
ఏమో గొప్ప గొప్ప బిరుదులు పొందినారు,
You got very big titles
గొప్ప గొప్ప డిగ్రీలు అందుకుంటున్నారు.
and you acquire
కానీ ఈ
degrees.
డిగ్రీల వల్ల వచ్చేటువంటి ఫలితం ఏమిటో నాకు అర్థం కావటం లేదు.
But what is the result that you get out of these degrees is not
కనుకనే
known.
మోరల్ క్లాసెస్ అనేటువంటిది పెట్టి నీతి నిజాయితీ నుండి కూడా దీంట్లో నిరూపించి
So the morality
ఈ
and
పిల్లలకు
integrity have got to
ప్రాచీన
demonstrate.
సంస్కృతిని ప్రబోధించాలని చెప్పి కూడాను నేను అధ్యాపకులకు చెప్తుంటాను.
Bhagavan always tells teachers to teach these principles of morality and integrity besides ancient culture.
ప్రాచీన కాలం నుండి మొట్టమొదటి అక్షర శ్రీకారం చేయటం ఏ విధంగా చేసేటువంటి వాళ్ళు?
In ancient days, how learning started.
ఓం నమ శివాయ పంచాక్షరి నామాన్ని బోధించేవాళ్ళు.
Om Namah Shivaya was taught at the beginning.
అది కాకుండా ఉండినప్పుడు ఓం నమో నారాయణాయ అష్టాక్షరణాన్ని బోధించేటువంటి వాడు.
Or learning started with Om Namo Narayanaya.
ఇలాంటి అక్షర శ్రీకారం చేతనే ఆనాటి విద్యార్థులను పవిత్రమైనటువంటి ఒక ఆదర్శ పురుషులుగా తీర్చిదిద్దుతూ వచ్చారు.
Because of learning with this, they could become so great.
ఈనాటి అక్షర శ్రీకారం ఏమిటది?
Today, how do you start learning?
డింగ్ డాంగ్ బెల్ పుషెస్ ఇన్ ది వెల్.
Ding dong bell.
ఇది మనం నేర్చుకునేది.
Is that what you learn?
ఈనాడు మనం నేర్చుకోవాల్సినటువంటి అక్షర శ్రీకారం ఎంత పవిత్రమైనదిగా ఉంటుండాలి.
In fact, one should start learning in a sacred way.
బే బే బ్లాక్ షీప్, బ్లాక్ షీప్లు అయిపోతున్నారు.
We have become black sheep indeed.
అందులో షీప్లు కూడా బ్లాక్ షీప్లు.
That too black sheep.
ఇదే మనం చదివేటువంటిది.
Is that what we learn?
ఇదే మనం ప్రారంభించుకునేటువంటిది.
Is that the way to begin studies?
కాదు కాదు కాదు.
No.
నీతి నిజాయితీలతో మనం బ్రతకతో రావాలి.
We should, in fact, we start with this moral principle.
దైవ నామమును మనం ప్రారంభం కావాలి.
We should start with God's name.
సత్య ధర్మము శాంతి ప్రేమలతో, సత్య ధర్మము శాంతి ప్రేమలతో నీ నిత్య జీవన యాత్ర సాగించు, నీ నిత్య జీవన యాత్ర సాగించు జీవా. సత్య ధర్మము శాంతి ప్రేమలతో నిత్య జీవన యాత్ర సాగించు, నిత్య జీవన సాగించు జీవా. నిత్య జీవన యాత్ర సాగించు జీవా. నిత్య జీవన యాత్ర సాగించు. మనసు మడకగా గుణములే ఎద్దుల్, మనసు మడకగా గుణములేటు, మనసు మడకగా గుణములే ఎత్తుల్, మనసు మడకగా గుణములేటు. వివేకమను చలకోలను తీసి విశాలమగు మీ హృదయము దున్నుడో, సత్య ధర్మము శాంతి ప్రేమలతో హృదయ భూమిని సాగు చేయండి, నీ హృదయ భూమిని సాగు చేయండి. మీ హృదయ భూమిని సాగు చేయండి.
హృదయ భూమిని సాగు చేయండి.
In one salutation to Thee, my Lord, let all my senses spread out and touch this world at Thy feet. Like a rain cloud, low with its burden of unshed showers, let all my mind bend down at Thy door in one salutation to Thee. Let all my songs gather together their diverse strains into a single current and flow to a sea of silence in one salutation to Thee. Indeed, my Lord, let this fount of melodies flow unto Thee, emptying myself so that You breathe Your melodies through me. We, the students of the Sri Sathya Sai Institute of Higher Learning, Anantapur Campus, humbly offer this musical rendition at the lotus feet of our beloved Mother Sai. We begin the program by invoking the blessings of the golden-hued, splendorous Sai Ganesha. eternity etched in my heart is that one moment, my dear Lord, when I first saw you. That moment frozen in a continuity, that moment of wondrous rapture captured in the frames of love, a bond of love spanning lifetimes. That moment indeed was when I first saw you.
When I saw you the first time, dear Sai Baba, I can't tell you what I felt. I felt so much love like I've never before. Compassion and care in your eyes. Freedom I felt from all my desires. Never felt so much peace in my soul. I'm falling so deep in the depths of my soul. I'm feeling so much bliss. I'm sure we've met before. When I saw you the first time, dear Sai Baba, I can't tell you what I felt. Your face had the glow of a million suns. Your smile was so caring and pure. The wave of your hand as you walked towards me has changed my life since then. The way I thought, the way I was, the way life was, I'm sure it's never gonna be the same again. Ever since the day you're the light of my life, you have been my way of life. Sathya, Dharma, Shanti, Prema, and Ahimsa are some of the virtues you have taught. Giving and forgiving, helping, never hurting. We must always be examples of love and truth. Forget the good you do, forgive who harm you. God is in you, God's in every one of yours. Oh, you are my Savior, dear Swami.
Swami, your glance melts our frozen hearts. Your presence brings essence into our lives. Your mission inspires purpose in our paths. Just once, Swami, look at us and let time be stilled. Just once, drench us with your smile and let our lives ever sway in its cradle. We beseech thee, O Lord, to shower on us the benevolence of your presence. लेकर लेकर तेरे दर पर आए हैं साईं हसरत पुरानी, दिल की प्यास बुझाकर प्यार से भरो जिंदगानी, स्याह अंधेरे में बन जाओ एक रोशनी नूरानी, तेरा प्यार पाकर ही होगी पूरी अधूरी कहानी। Swami, you are the silence that subsumes every sound. You are the singer and the song. This divine saga is authored by you, this song of love written by you. In you, everything begins. With you, everything is complete. For you are the very purpose and essence of our lives.
మధురమా ప్రాణమా శ్వాసై నిలిచావుగా, మధురమా ప్రాణమా జ్యోతి అయి నడిపావుగా, నామమే మా ఊపిరై సందేశమే మా తొలి పలుకులై, నీ నామమే మా ఊపిరై సందేశమే మా తొలి పలుకులై. అనంతం ఆనందం ఆశ్చర్యం నీ భావం, నీ ప్రేమే లాలించి పాలించి పోషించి, నీ చింతనే ప్రేమామృతం దైవమా, నామమే మా ఊపిరై సందేశమే మా తొలి పలుకులై. सुन्दर सुन्दर विनायका सुन्दर सुन्दर विनायका मङ्गलदायक विनायका शुभमङ्गलदायक विनायका विघ्नकोटिहर विमल गजानन विघ्नकोटिहर विमल गजानन सकल विघ्नहर साई गजानन सकल विघ्नहर साई गजानन ईश्वरी नंदन पति गजानन ईश्वरी नंदन पति गजानन सुन्दर सुन्दर विनायका मङ्गलदायक विनायका विघ्नकोटिहर विमल गजानन सकल विघ्नहर साई गजानन ईश्वरी नंदन पति गजानन जय जय गणेश जय श्री गणेश 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 सुन्दर सुन्दर विनायका
भजो राधे गोविन्द भजो श्याम गोपाल
भजो राधे गोविन्द भजो श्याम गोपाल
भजो राधे गोविन्द
परमेश्वरी अखिलांडेश्वरी अम्ब परमेश्वरी अखिलांडेश्वरी आदि पराशक्ति पालय आदि पराशक्ति पालय श्री भुवनेश्वरी राजराजेश्वरी श्री भुवनेश्वरी राजराजेश्वरी आनन्दरूपिणि पालय आनन्दरूपिणि पालय परमानन्दरूपिणि पालय अम्ब परमेश्वरी अखिलांडेश्वरी आदि पराशक्ति पालय श्री भुवनेश्वरी राजराजेश्वरी आनन्दरूपिणि पालय परमानन्दरूपिणि पालय अम्ब परमेश्वरी अखिलांडेश्वरी
हरे राम कृष्ण हरे राम हरे राम कृष्ण हरे राम मुकुंद माधव श्री साई राम मुकुंद माधव श्री साई राम हरे राम कृष्ण हरे राम गोविंद गोपाल राधा कृष्ण गोविंद गोपाल राधा कृष्ण गिरिधर गोपाल वीरा कृष्ण गिरिधर गोपाल मीरा कृष्ण बोलो राम बोलो श्याम बोलो साई घनश्याम बोलो राम बोलो श्याम बोलो साई घनश्याम हरे राम कृष्ण हरे राम मुकुंद माधव श्री साई राम हरे राम कृष्ण हरे राम गोविंद गोपाल राधा कृष्ण गिरिधर गोपाल मीरा कृष्ण शिव शिव शंभो तांडव प्रियकर शिव शिव शंभो तांडव प्रियकर भव भव भैरव भवानी शंकर भव भव भैरव भवानी शंकर भव भैरव भवानी शंकर शिव शिव शंभो तांडव प्रियकर शिव शंभो हर हर बम बम भोल महेश्वर हर हर बम बम भोल महेश्वर डम डम डमरू नटन मनोहर डम डम डमरू नटन मनोहर सत्यं शिवं साई सुन्दरं सत्यं शिवं साई सुन्दरं शिव शिव शंभो तांडव प्रियकर भव भव भैरव भवानी शंकर शिव शिव शंभो तांडव प्रियकर हर हर बम बम भोल महेश्वर डम डम डमरू नटन मनोहर सत्यं शिवं साई सुन्दरं सत्यं शिवं साई सुन्दरं शिव शिव शंभो तांडव प्रियकर ओम जय जगदीश हरे स्वामी सत्य साई हरे भक्त जना संरक्षक भक्त जना संरक्षक पति महेश्वर ओम जय जगदीश हरे शशिवदना श्रीकरा सर्वा प्राणपते स्वामी सर्वा प्राणपते आश्रित कल्प जय सद्गुरुदेवा। शांति 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 समस्त लोका सुखिनो भवन्तु। समस्त लोका सुखिनो भवन्तु। समस्त लोका सुखिनो भवन्तु। शांति शांति शांति। जय बोलो भगवान श्री सत्य साई बाबा जी की।
Om Shri Sai Ram. Invoking Bhagwan's divine blessings. In view of the Veda Purusha Saptaha Jnana Yagnam, the morning session will be held in the Purnachandra Auditorium, which will be open for entry at 7 o'clock. At 8 a.m., the students and staff members of Bhagwan's educational institutions will take Pradakshina of Bhagwan in Sai Kulwant Hall and then proceed to the Purnachandra Hall for the Yagnam. At 9:30, Bhagwan will be offered Mangal Aarti in the Purnachandra Hall, after which the devotees who wish to attend the further proceedings of the Yagnam can remain seated. At 9:45, the Ayudha Puja will be held in Sai Kulwant Hall. After the Ayudha Puja, the students and staff members will proceed for the Gram Seva. Tomorrow, the 20th October, is celebrated as the Avatar Declaration Day. On this historic and auspicious occasion, tomorrow morning from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m., more than 200 women alumni of the Sri Sathya Sai Institute of Higher Learning, Anantapur Campus, will be offering bhajans with gratitude and love at the divine lotus feet of our beloved Lord in Sai Kulwant Hall. In tomorrow's morning session, devotees can receive Bhagwan's Divya Darshan between 10 and 11 a.m. Tomorrow's evening session in Sai Kulwant Hall will commence at 4:30 with Vedam chanting. The Prasanthi Vidwan Mahasabha will commence with the invocatory Vedam at 4:40, followed by a talk in Telugu at 4:45 by Dr. Medasani Mohan from Srinivasa Vangmaya Adhyan Samstha, Tirumala Tirupati Devasthanam, Tirupati. Will then be blessed with Bhagwan's divine discourse. The evening session in Sai Kulwant Hall will conclude with bhajans and Mangalarti, followed by Bhagwan's Divya Darshan. Jai Sai Ram.
ఓం శ్రీ సాయిరామ్. స్వామివారి దివ్యానుగ్రహ ఆశీస్సులతో వేదపురుష సప్తాహ జ్ఞానయజ్ఞం సందర్భంగా పూర్ణచంద్ర సభా మండపంలో కార్యక్రమానికి రేపటి ఉదయం 7 గంటల నుండి ప్రవేశం ప్రారంభమవుతుంది. 8 గంటలకు స్వామివారి విద్యార్థులు మరియు స్వామివారి విద్యాసంస్థల సిబ్బంది సాయి కుల్వంత్ సభా మండపంలో స్వామివారికి ప్రదక్షిణ గావించి యజ్ఞాన్ని వీక్షించడానికై పూర్ణచంద్ర సభా మండపానికి వెళ్తారు. 9:30 గంటలకు పూర్ణచంద్ర సభా మండపంలో మంగళహారతి తరువాత యజ్ఞాన్ని వీక్షించదలిచిన భక్తులు ఆసీనులే ఉండవచ్చు. 9:45 సాయి కుల్వంత్ సభా మండపంలో ఆయుధ పూజ నిర్వహింపబడుతుంది. ఈ కార్యక్రమానంతరం స్వామివారి విద్యార్థులు మరియు సిబ్బంది గ్రామ సేవకై తరలి వెళ్తారు. రేపటి రోజు అక్టోబర్ 20వ తేదీన స్వామివారి దివ్య అవతార ప్రకటన దినోత్సవం సందర్భంగా సాయి కుల్వంత్ సభా మండపంలో ఉదయం 10 గంటల నుండి సాయంకాలం 4 గంటల వరకు శ్రీ సత్యసాయి ఉన్నత విశ్వవిద్యాలయం అనంతపూర్ క్యాంపస్కి చెందిన 200 మందిపై పూర్వ విద్యార్థినులు భజనలు ఆలపిస్తారు. భక్తులు ఉదయం 10 గంటల నుండి 11 గంటల వరకు స్వామివారి దివ్య దర్శనం గావించుకోవచ్చు. సాయి కుల్వంత్ సభా మండపంలో రేపటి సాయంకాల కార్యక్రమం 4:30 గంటలకు వేద పఠనంతో ప్రారంభమవుతుంది. 4 గంటల 40 నిమిషాలకు వేదోచ్చారణతో ప్రశాంతి విద్వన్ మహాసభ ప్రారంభమవుతుంది. 4 గంటల 45 నిమిషాలకు శ్రీనివాస వాంగ్మయ అధ్యయన సంస్థ తిరుమల తిరుపతి దేవస్థానం తిరుపతి నుండి వేయించేసిన డాక్టర్ మేడసాని మోహన్ గారు ప్రసంగిస్తారు. అనంతరం స్వామివారి దివ్య సందేశం. సాయి కుల్వంత్ సభా మండపంలో రేపటి సాయంకాల కార్యక్రమం భజన మరియు మంగళహారతితో ముగియను. అనంతరం స్వామివారి దివ్య దర్శనం. జై సాయిరామ్.
Till now, you were listening to the live proceedings from Sai Kulwant Hall, Prasanthi Nilayam. We now take you back to our regular program schedule.